We have with us on the phone line the Managing Director, Ganesh Gala. Good morning and thank you for joining us here on Bloomberg Quint. I just want to start off by asking about the recent syllabus changes by NCERT for Gujarat and Maharashtra, and what kind of revenue growth can this translate into for your company?
Yeah, good morning to all of you. As far as NCERT curriculum change is concerned, that is mainly to do with CBSE schools. As far as Maharashtra and Gujarat is concerned, they have a different curriculum altogether on which we have various publishing businesses. Therefore, there will be no direct impact of NCERT change curriculum to the company.
All right, Mr. Gala, in terms of segmental performance, we just want to get an idea about the publishing segment, which has, declined on a year-on-year basis. What's the reason behind it, and can we expect a reversal of this trend anytime soon?
Yeah, so major revenue growth comes whenever there is a curriculum change, and this year we had certain curriculum change, but those were not the main standards or the grades as we call it, and therefore we did not see the higher growth. Added to that, certain orders, particularly from government, which we used to receive every year, that also did not come through, and this was the reason for almost no growth or negative growth till now. As far as future is concerned, we are very confident about the curriculum change for the next year in both the state of Maharashtra and Gujarat. So we are very confident of growth going forward for next year for sure.
Okay, a little broader or longer term perspective, say over a 2-year horizon, how are you expecting the revenue mix between publication and stationery products businesses to change, or will it remain at that 2/3, 1/3 sort of a level? Basically, where do you think, or which segment do you think will drive growth for the next 2 or 3 years?
So practically today also publishing segment contributes around 55% and balance is the stationery. Going forward, also we believe the percentage of both the revenues would be more or less remain the same.
Mr. Gala, we've seen a near 49% growth in your stationery products for this quarter. Is this a one-off? And even if we take and normalize this growth rates of, say, about 25 to 30%, is that sustainable with respect to your stationery products segment as we move into the next 4 quarters?
This is a seasonal business, particularly the major revenue comes in the first and second quarter. Only in case of stationery, particularly the exports, the second quarter sales did not come as expected, and which got shifted to the third quarter, and therefore we saw higher growth revenue as a percentage in the third quarter. So normally I always request all my investors to look at Navneet on a yearly basis and not on quarterly basis.
Right. So do you see any scope for improvement in the margins, especially for the stationery business, whether domestic or export sales?
No. For the next year in particular, I do not foresee an increase in margin on account of 2 reasons. One is, as far as exports are concerned, the rupee appreciation has really hit the margins, and to compete with the competing countries, it becomes difficult to increase the prices of our products. So that is one. And secondly, overall increase in paper prices. No doubt, as a policy, we have always been able to transfer to the end consumer as far as domestic sales are concerned. But as far as exports are concerned, that also might give us some hit in the margin that we earned last year. So overall, I do not foresee improvement in margin. We will rather try to maintain the margins, or it could be 0.5% lower than the last year.
All right. And just your thoughts on how you plan to leverage the recent acquisition of Britannica, now Indianica, to be able to transform into a pan-India player?
So as far as Indianica is concerned, it is just a year that we took it over. Now, as leveraging the strengths of Navneet, that process has already started. So going forward in next 1 or 2 years, we will see improvement in margin on account of this leveraging. As far as growth at Indianica is concerned, whatever number of schools that we already were doing before acquisition, we have focused and targeted more number of schools, and added to that we have created lot many new titles which will add to the kitty of number of titles, and that itself will give us a great opportunity all over India. So going forward after FY19, we believe we should grow minimum 25% year on year.
Mr. Gala, we also want to address your e-learning segment. Can you tell us about what's really happening there? I know that, and I'm assuming that it must not be contributing quite substantially to your revenues. But that said, what is its contribution in any case? And are there any large government orders coming your way in the e-learning space?
As you rightly said, it is not contributing more to the total kitty, but as far as digital business, of late we have been seeing good acceptance level among the teachers and the students, and with our new product range, particularly focusing B2C segment, that is the end consumer students, we are seeing good traction there. But overall top line is not increasing as expected. So maybe in a year or two it should rather give a great breakthrough, and we should be able to grow that level much higher. As far as government orders are concerned, we are really not focusing any government orders with respect to digital learning also. So we are trying to have sales more and more from the private schools.
Okay, Mr. Gala, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining us and giving us an update with respect to